It's a matchup between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. First carry for Darius Geis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Haskins. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Haskins on first down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Geis, they'll try to run it. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, exit.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Jones throwing on 1st down. Caught here by Griffin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal.
They're not ready for this. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Y'all playing the wrong football. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
Operating from the gun. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton there to make the grab. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Allen's got it complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Geis. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. So on fourth down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. Back deep, Golden Tate. And now a high kick, but he hit it straight up. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. Giant football, 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing, Jones. Gus Edwards, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught. Shepard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Jones now on 1st down. That's complete to John Ross. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A 1st down carry for Barkley, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go there.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. He's got Allen. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, defense.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Geis, he didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check, hold, wait, hey, turn it up, turn it up.
On the ground, Geis, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14, Redskins 10.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now it's Tate. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Jones to throw again. And this is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
On 3rd down, Jones is going to fire one. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you can do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Keenan Allen, 93 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Redskins 18.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Jones on 1st and 10. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Dexter Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Final minute now of the third quarter. On second down now, Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on third down, Jones. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
First down, Giants.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's Jones, throwing on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. 4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Giants on third down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Jones now, operating from the gun. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Open man is Higgins. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Haskins now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Haskins, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. They've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hey, Charlie.
Now Jones on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Redskins touchdown. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Check. Press down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Barkley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the way.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams, his 2nd sack of the night. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go to Barkley again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
We've been at enough practices, and how many times have we stood on the sidelines and a unit goes out to kick a field goal and hear the special teams coach say, make sure you protect. First thing, protect. And here they give up a block.
Yeah, especially in a tight game like this, tied second half. This is when execution is so key.
They go over everything in the huddle. The last thing you're going to hear everywhere, make sure you protect. That didn't get done.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. Jones hit, and the ball's out.
In plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Yeah, the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third. He's back to throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Dancing to his left. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time, because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Jones throwing on 4th down. Caught here by Griffin. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Back to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard finding the end zone on the game's final play, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. The kick is good, and can you believe this? They win it with zeros on the clock. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they put...
Oh, and it's intercepted! Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Check 13! Check 13! Hey, Haywood! Get it!
Now a first throw here in overtime. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Throwing, Jones. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Matt Ioannidis able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Ready! 60 outlaw. 56.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
On the ready. 56. 56. Silver. Hey, echo. 56, Mike, 56.
Throwing on third and long. Jones looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
It really has, especially as of late. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Guys, game situation. Let's go. Set up.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Watching you five. Here we go. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Pick me up. Here we go. Set up. Mark 55. Mark 55. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Chance. Quick the edge. Come. Hey.
Now a run with Geis. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. A partner, great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Redskins, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.